All right. It's so much to talk about. So I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what we should cover because we don't want to tell it all. But let's address
the matter at hand.
Yeah, let's address
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, let's address the matter at hand. We gotta talk about some stuff that we can talk about today, and then I'll edit it. And then we can talk about details stuff after tomorrow. So let's talk about what we can talk about today.
We can talk about today. Tomorrow, I'm going to court just to get visitation rights of my daughter again.
So explain that though. So
my order.
What does that mean?
The current order that I have is every other weekend, 2 days a week. 2 days out of every other weekend, 2 days.
So 4 days a month.
Yeah, 4 days a month.
48 hours every other.
Yeah, that's it. No picking up from school. This one I don't even know nothing.
So let's talk about when we say tomorrow, we're referring to our youngest baby.
Our youngest baby, yeah.
And
2 years old.
Saying any names.
Oh, my bad.
I'll cut that out. Start over.
Right. Talking about our youngest baby.
We're talking about our youngest baby.
And yeah, I got to go back to court for her. Remind you, she's 2 years old, and I only probably spent a total of about almost 6 months out of life. Probably seen her.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, not even that much.
Because 3 of the months you had to sit in her house. That wasn't no real spending time.
And and then we dealing with a person that that constantly make up lies for no reason.
Well, let's go back to the first order. You got the first order. Why did you get the first order? Why did you go to court?
Because she wouldn't let me see her. She wouldn't let me see her because of I hate to do that, but it's the truth. I ain't want to deal with her no more, so I just told her I want to take care of my kid, and she told me that wasn't the plan, and we gotta that she can't co-parent with me. I mean, I thought that was, I think that's the right thing to do, you know, not lead somebody on and, you know what I mean, play with her or whatever. So I just ain't want to deal with her no more, so I just wanted to be a father. You know, I ended up in a situation that I really wasn't thinking was gonna end up the way it ended up, you know, but it did. So I'm gonna be a man and say, hey, look, I just want to be a father to my daughter, you know. But she said she couldn't co-parent with me because that wasn't the plan. So it is what it is. But
well, ladies, plans change.
Plans change. Exactly. You know?
So if you are in that situation right now,
yeah,
and you thought that you were gonna be with somebody, both ways, male or female, you thought you were gonna be with somebody, and then, you know, things happen, and you all chose to have unprotected sex, so you had a baby. It may not go like you thought it was gonna go. And I'm gonna tell you something that I don't think Roderick knows this, but we ain't share this on camera. I actually was encouraging him early on to talk to her, to give her the closure that she needs. I'm a woman first before anything. And so I tried to put myself in her shoes and say, dang, I had a baby. I thought I was going to be with this man. You know, that's not what happened. What would I do? You know, how would I feel? Not what would I do? Because I would never do the things that she's doing. But how would I feel? And I'm like, you know, I was trying to empathize with her. So I did encourage him early on to talk to her.
Yeah, you did.
And that backfired. But
yeah, that backfired.
Anyhow.
Bad.
I did try to, because I feel like, you know, this is somebody that you obviously had feelings for, that, you know, regardless of the circumstances, you know, there was something going on there.
That was a situation.
Yeah. So it's not like you hated this woman, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. You have a child, a baby involved. So I just was like, hey, do whatever you can do, you know, to make peace with this woman so that you all can co-parent, you know, successfully. Yeah. So that didn't happen. So months and months went by, and then what happened? Originally. So then finally you're like, what?
I went to file for visitation rights. That took from that was March all the way into October. Yes. And I hadn't seen her since January. You know what I mean? Prior to when I went and filed. So all the way to October. So she acted like I was just this terrible parent. countless of crazy things that I never even heard of. You know, we talking about a woman that don't have none of her baby daddies, you know, at this time, you know. And know what I went through with my other kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? And really doing the same thing. It's crazy, man. It was a sticky situation that I had to, you know, stand up like a man and deal with. You know, I feel so sorry for the kid because, you know, she's ill, but she's not ill to the point that
she has a condition. I'm not even gonna say what it is because
you know,
that would make it specific.
Unbearable,
but
you know? She try to make it seem unbearable.
It's a condition that millions of people live with, deal with. I owned a group foster home. Several of my girls, because it's prevalent in black children, had this condition, and they lived perfectly normal. You know, sometimes had to deal with medication and you know things going on, but they live normal lives.
Yeah, for sure.
Her intention is to. I don't appreciate when people weaponize their children. She's not only weaponizing her child, she's weaponizing her illness to her advantage. So anyway, long story short, she was trying to make it seem to the court as if Roderick was not capable of caring for a sick child. Okay? And caring for a sick child 95% of the time in this situation means just administering her medication twice a day.
That's it.
She made it seem like there was just so much you gotta do.
I had to go through classes.
So
I went through what, 2 classes?
Went to a clinic that specifically treats this condition. Then went to her doctor, had to talk to her doctor, got letters from both places saying that, okay, he has enough information to care for his child. What she asked the courts to do was to give Roderick supervised visitation. The court agreed with that for some reason, because my viewpoint was, what makes her more qualified to care for a child? Had he have been there from day one, going to doctor's appointments like he asked, she would not notify him of doctor's appointments. I asked to go to every doctor's appointment. Yes. Every one of them. She don't. No, I'm okay. We got it. My mom got it. Whatever. Okay. Had he have been able to be a father from day one, he would have, been able to take care of his child. Okay, so she wanted supervised visits. The judge orders, okay, supervised visitation, either, keyword is either. This is, and I say this, I'm specifying this because people like to pick and choose what they listen to. So either the mother's home or a mutually agreed upon place, right? For sure, she didn't agree to nothing. They attempted one visit at a park. It didn't work out. She took the child, went home, ended his visit short, and from that day forward said, you gotta come to my house. Come to her house.
Ma'am, it's giving obsessed with my husband. Why did you want him in your tiny house so bad?
So long. He actually went and sat in this woman's house every other weekend for 4 hours, Saturday and Sunday. Which, we're not talking about the other children, but took him away from his other children because he only gets 48 hours every other weekend with them also. So now he had to be away from his other children, away from me, because at the time we were long distance. And I was only around every other weekend, pretty much.
This is the weekend I have to see my other kids.
Yes.
You know, they on the same schedule, 2 days. Every 2 weeks, 4 days a month.
She ordered nobody around during the visits.
Not even her sisters.
Not even her sisters. But yet, her children were at the house. Her friends were at the house. Her friends' kids were at the house. And he had to sit there. But anyway, that was disastrous. Okay, he did that for 3 months.
3 months.
Goes back to court. Had completed what the court said he needed to complete. They order standard visitation. She didn't want him to leave Mobile with the baby. I mean, it just was on and on and on. Okay. So the judge ordered, no, this man, when he has his child, he can go wherever he wants to go with his child. He has visitation, standard visitation. Okay? That was right before the holidays. We get her for the holidays. You can tell what happens during the holidays.
We get her for the holidays. The first day I had her, this lady called me, I don't want to exaggerate, about 8 times. I want to talk. Oh, what's she doing? I want to talk to my baby. What's she doing? Like, she's 1 year old. She can't even talk to me, lady. She can't even say, hey. You know what I mean? But it was just a disaster from day one. Like, it's terrible, man. Like, I ain't never.
But despite that, he allowed her to FaceTime. Her daughter texted he allowed her. She said, "Can I please call my sister?" You know.
Yeah.
She said, "Sure." He didn't have anything. You know, why take it out on her? She was able to call. After like day 1, he's like, "Look, this is enough. Let me spend some time with my daughter." Mind you, he has to bond with his daughter because
I haven't seen peace really.
No names.
I haven't spent.
My bad.
I haven't spent probably a day with peace since January of the previous year. It had been a year. You know, so I'm trying to bond with my daughter, man, and this lady, she's a lunatic, man. She worrying me, calling me, talking about she gonna. It was a disaster, man.
So even when he was
mama calling me like they just so concerned with the baby, like just a whole disaster. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Crazy, man.
And keep in mind when he was doing the supervised visits, she was trying to get the baby to call him Roderick.
Yeah.
She said, "Here, go to Roderick.
Go to Roderick.
Go to Roderick." Like
this built on bullshit. Like,
yeah, going off of she doesn't know you. She needs to be in the comfort of her. She doesn't know you because
of your dumb ass.
Because you didn't allow him to be around his child. Okay, that happens. Fine, we go for first, like you said, first visit was holiday time.
Yeah,
we go out of town.
Yeah.
As happens.
At the time we stay in Maryland at the time, as well as Mobile.
Exactly. You know? So we're in between the two.
In between the two. So we leave to try to make it back for the correct time to drop to holidays. Flights get jammed up or whatever. We had spent the night in Charlotte.
Yeah,
in Charlotte that night.
Yeah. So the whole time this
lady called the police on me like I kidnapped my child.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Called the police.
Made up all these fake doctor's appointments that she didn't have, but I still took her.
Yeah.
Had a daughter to call me and disrespect me. Would text me.
Text him and say, "You ain't had no business."
No business taking my sister out. Like, this ain't my child.
Yeah, taking my sister out of town anyway.
It was crazy, man.
It was crazy. So we ended up making it back, taking her to the appointment that she said was, life or death. She went to that appointment. We took her home.
Yeah.
That happened. That was the very first time he had his daughter overnight. Okay. Period. Yeah. So second time he had ever had his daughter overnight. Okay. So then fast forward, we go the next 2 visits. I guess okay. Not okay.
No, it wasn't.
I could tell. Okay, in the sense that he got to pick her up, but not okay. You're right. So we pick her up. She's soaking wet through her clothes.
Drenched.
Yeah, drenched through her clothes. I can't remember name all this. She sent her with a bracelet that turned her wrist green. Turned her wrist green. So we took the bracelet off. Failed to put it in the bag. Forgot about the little bracelet. I looked it up. It was like a little, because I'm like
$18.
Yeah, $18 on Amazon or something like that.
$18.
So that's why I turned her wrist. We took it off. She had to have this bracelet. Look at me saying that.
You gotta take pictures.
She has to take pictures. She needs her bracelet. We're like, we'll give the bracelet back, the next time. No, I need it before. Roderick just like, forget it. He ignores her. She starts calling my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law had blocked her because this is how much we even got into the obsession with me. Okay, had blocked her from calling. She called from somebody else's number. I tell them I need the bracelet, blah, 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 blah.
An $18 bracelet. I get this lady child support every 2 weeks now. So if you that pressed about a bracelet, let's use the little child support. Let's go buy another one. Ain't no big deal.
But why would you want a bracelet that's turning your child's wrist green anyway? But what she told Roderick was that wasn't from the bracelet. That was from a rubber band that she left around her wrist. So you let the baby keep a rubber band around her wrist to the point where it cut off her circulation and turned her okay. Which may be so, you know what I'm saying? But, okay, so that happened. All these incidents happen, right? I can't remember what happened with some medication. Something happened. Roderick had to send her a text. For some reason, she thought I was texting her from Roderick's phone. So, this is what happened. Roderick can be very disrespectful to people. People that have disrespected him. And particularly people that keep his children away from him. So, in our marriage, in our relationship, I have tried to say, hey, Roger, take this approach. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't speak that way. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So when he doesn't talk exactly how they feel, you know, what they're accustomed to, they assume that it's me. Okay? So little do they know, maybe I should just let him keep cussing you out. I don't know. But I'm trying to be, you know, responsible, mature adult in the situation and trying to make some peace for the children that are involved that I care about so much and love so much. So anyhow, she calls my mother-in-law and says, would you tell them to leave me alone, to stop bothering me? So she's like, who are you talking about? They who? Who's bothering you? So she said,
nobody even know you, lady.
Yeah, so she's like, Roderick and his wife, tell them to leave me alone. Oh, I know what it was. I had put a note in with her medicine because she kept sending like just enough medicine.
Oh yeah.
So I was telling her, you know, what medicine she had taken. So I guess that bothered her that I put the note in there. I don't talk to you. I don't communicate with you, and I don't want you to give her the same medication twice. So I put a little note in there. I don't know what the problem is. So anyway, she said we were bothering her in addition to the text that he sent. Long story short, she kept saying, you know, basically she wanted to talk to me. So I finally said, it was Mardi Gras. I'll never forget. I'm getting ready. I'm getting dressed. I'm packing. I'm going down to check into the hotel. We about to ball, okay? So I'm like, man, give me the girl number. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I want to let you know. Because she said there was some animosity. Remember she said?
She just make up all these.
Yeah, she said there was animosity. And I was like,
don't nobody even know about.
And I'm like, damn. Well, I really wanted to talk to her because I wanted to tell her if there is animosity, here's why. And we haven't even touched it. That's a whole nother video, so we'll get over that later. How she harassed me for the last 2 years, creating fake pages, sending messages, the fake text message thing.
Threatening you.
Threatening me, telling me.
They ain't gonna throw rice at me.
Telling me, since you want to make announcements about coming to Mobile, be careful. I mean, and this started 2 months after Roger was dating, and me and Roger were dating, and the only way that she figured it out was by seeing me comment on a picture of one of my bonus daughters and then clicking my name and going to my page and matching up the background of a picture I had posted. She with the picture that Roderick had posted, because this before we even went public that we were together. And I hadn't even met his mother yet. She calls his mom and is like, that lady must live in his apartment complex. He didn't even live in an apartment complex. She must live in his apartment complex. Who is this lady? She has a grandbaby. She's old. All this stuff. Now, mind you, the grandbaby was down. I hadn't posted my grandbaby since her birthday or something like that. So you had to scroll all the way down my page to find my grandbaby.
She's terrible. And the crazy thing about it, this lady's so terrible and low as a person. She blamed it on her mom.
Oh yeah, she said her mama.
Her mama made a fake page.
Yeah, so then she made a page and sent me a message and saying I ought to be ashamed of myself and all this stuff. I'm like, how did you find me? Then we later found out that she Googled me and was like, found out how much money she thought I had when really it was revenue, but that's beside the point. And what does she want with Roger, with my man? That's what she said. What does she want with my man? It's the baby.
Crazy.
Well, 6 weeks, yes. And
actually that was before I met you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man,
she started tripping, and I used to blame myself for him not being able to see his kids, but he be having to remind me, hey, this been going on before I even knew you existed. So it's not me. It's not me. So anyhow, we're all over the place. There's so many stories. Let me get back to what it is. I don't even tell you, but we'll tell that story later. But the point is, I was harassed constantly. Had never said anything, but if I did have animosity against this girl, I had every right to, because you have been bothering me, and I don't know you from a can of paint. She had reached out to my ex. You Google me, figure out who my ex is, reach out to him, link up with him, send fake text messages to all of Roderick's friends, I guess to try to get him to leave me alone. I don't know. My ex had also said he wasn't going to stop until we broke up. She, I guess, was on the same mission. I have no idea what's going on with these people. They are crazy.
They were made for a goofy person.
They are crazy. She sent pictures of Roderick's mom's house to this dude. First of all, you don't know this man. He could be a mass murderer, a killer. You don't know who this man is. How you know I didn't leave this man? Because
telling this man what I do.
Yeah, all kind of stuff.
All kind of crap.
When we were going to court, he would post about us when we went to court.
The day we went to court.
Yes.
No, the day after the day.
No, that afternoon.
This goofy ass nigga stay in, I don't know where this clown ass nigga stay, but he don't stay nowhere near my hometown.
Nowhere near Mobile.
And this nigga say, This nigga knew when I went to court.
Yes, posted and said, talking about me basically, I guess saying I was taking care of a dude that don't take care of his kids when my kids' daddies don't take care of me. Why are y'all so concerned with me? I just don't understand. So anyway, my point in telling y'all all this is, all of this stuff went on, and I still have not said a word to this girl about this girl. Nothing, okay? Ignored her complete existence, okay? So, she wants to talk. I say, give me the number. I call her. She don't answer. She works at wherever she working. So she has a job, so she was at work. So I text her like, you know, give me a call. Because clearly. So she called me back right away. A couple minutes later, I'm still getting ready for Mardi Gras. I'm like, hello. She's like, hello. I'm like, look, we got to figure this out because, ma'am, what is the problem? I talked to this goofball for 90 minutes of my life that I can never get back. And I realized by the end of the call, you really, it's not all there, okay?
Yeah,
it's not all there.
Lady, and so, I never met a person lie like this lady with a straight face.
Just made up.
And I met some fucked up people. I think she the worst.
Yeah, she just
make up a whole story that never existed. Be like, what in the fuck you get this information from?
Let me tell you one little thing I did respect about it. When I asked her about why would you even reach out to my ex, and she of course tried to say he reached out to her, but ma'am, nobody knows who you are, so how could he have even possibly have found you? Not like you're just all over Roger's page or something, he just clicked. So that's not the situation. But even if that were the situation, I went with it, right? Because when people lie, I let them go with it. Go.
It's a lady that don't nobody know who this woman is, even where she from. She hide from the world. You know, because he have so much bullshit going on behind closed doors, messy shit that I found out after the fact. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, like I never knew none of this stuff. You know, everybody went to telling me after the fact.
I don't know how you didn't know this stuff.
After the fact, like I'm like, damn, like, why y'all ain't telling me before this?
No,
shit?
They was trying to tell him he wasn't listening.
Hey, yeah. And I don't believe in people trying to throw salt on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I let a person, you know what I mean. Fuck they, you know what I mean? Fuck they.
Yeah, well, you find out for yourself.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I don't like to listen to what people say neither because everybody has a different experience with people. You know what I'm saying? But this one,
yeah, she's
listen.
terrible.
And I hate it. My husband tell you, I don't talk about anybody. I don't like to do it. It doesn't make me feel good. I don't think I get anything from it. And I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But I hung up this phone and realized, ma'am, something's wrong with you. Okay? And I don't even want to go into the whole, just imagine 90 minutes of just go around in circles because you just don't get it. Like she even said at one point in the conversation, well, I'm sure you understand you got a daughter, so you, and I had to shut her down. No ma'am, I don't understand. I have no clue what you're talking about. I told her, I said, to me that's lame chick behavior. I would never keep my children from their father. I don't understand it. And especially Roderick, he's such a good dad. And she even admitted he's a good dad. Even admitted she knows that Peace loves me, all this type of stuff. Crazy, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Then she finally left work and got around wherever she got around. So then she tried to pop fly, so I had to end the conversation. I said, look, I'm going to Mardi Gras, okay? I gotta go. I'm hanging up. So I hang up. That was the end of the conversation. Wasn't no beef. I ain't say, girl, when I see you, I'm gonna beat you up. Nothing.
You don't even carry on like that.
I don't. I didn't use profanity the whole time talking to her. I just listened and I responded and we went back and forth and I realized at some juncture, okay, this is not going nowhere. You're not the brightest, Christmas bulb on the tree. I don't know, but something's wrong with you, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Hang up. Bam. Go on about our life. Next weekend is Roderick's weekend. Okay. Oh, yeah. Next weekend was Roderick's weekend. I told you about this conversation because it's pertinent to what happens. So then, what happens? She called you and says what?
That was after. That was after that weekend.
Yeah.
That next weekend was my birthday. Everything was decent. The week we talking about was after Mardi Gras.
Yeah, it was your weekend again. Huh?
Want to go to Buc-ee's?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too. Yeah, but it was this particular weekend. It was my weekend, but nothing happened on my birthday weekend.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about your next weekend. I'm sorry, not the next weekend. Your next visitation weekend. She called you, and the baby was where?
In the hospital.
In the hospital.
Yeah, in the hospital. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baby in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still out of town, mind you. Okay. I'm 900 miles away.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with what's going on.
Yeah, this was crazy.
So it was like Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a
Because she stayed there a few days. He went to the hospital.
I went to the hospital to see
His
her.
mother went to the hospital.
Yeah.
See, I get in town. It's our weekend with the girls.
Weekend with the girls. So yeah, you're right, baby.
Yeah.
So I went to the hospital, checked on her. I stayed and I hung around for a few hours, and you know, she acting like at this time she acting like a decent parent because of Monique not around. But I'm the type of person, like, I do everything with my wife. That's my best friend. I don't have no secrets. Whatever I go through, she go through. You know what I mean? Whatever she go through, I go through. That's my real. You know what I'm saying? She everywhere with me, but at the time, we're in 2 different states. You know, 900 miles away. So she like, can you stay with her? Because I want to go home and take a shower. I left. She called me like, can you come back up here? I want to go home and take a shower, get myself together. I was really excited because I'm like, damn, you know, my daughter's sick and I'm able to go. This is what I'm excited about. Shit that you're supposed to do as a father.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, damn, I'm able to go back up to the hospital and really just sit with my baby. So I stopped everything I was doing and went straight back to the hospital. Sat in there with her. Shawty came back and I got on by my business because we can't never sit in no room together. We would never portray that we are a couple, period. I don't even play that like, you know what I mean?
The baby's mother.
Yeah, I don't even want you to say you my baby mama. But next day, my wife come in town. This the weekend I got my kids. We go get the kids. We go get the girls and we go back to the hospital. My wife with me. Of course she want to see.
No, back up. First day the kids went with. We took the kids to mama house so we could go see.
Yeah, we took the kids to mama house.
Yeah,
So
we ended up leaving because the girls was calling me saying, where you at?
Yeah, so we go in. Wasn't nothing, you know, good. You know, it wasn't no tension.
FaceTime the girls so they can see her.
FaceTime the girls so they can see her. Wasn't no tension. I can't sit in there with her because actually this is my weekends. She's supposed to go. And I'm just being lenient, like, you know, they're trying to act like regular people, bro. So we sat in there
Keep going.
with peace for I don't know how long. It wasn't long. Went on about our business. Went to the parade the next day. After the parade, I called the hospital. I can't get no information on my daughter. Like, what's going on? This lady done told these people not to give me no information.
No, that didn't happen yet. That happened after we went.
Oh, that happened after. Yeah. So we went to the hospital after the parade.
Yeah.
You know, we go upstairs, me and my wife again.
Yeah.
Soon we get in there, she looking like she dead. This lady looked terrible, like a dry cactus, goddamn. But so we go up
the point of the story.
I gotta say that, fuck her. So we go upstairs, and she over there sitting down. So I get ladies out the blue. Hey to you too. I don't speak to her. I never speak to her. I don't even have we can't even have a conversation. Yeah. So she talking to my wife. I don't know what
she say hey to you too, since you don't have the decency to speak.
Yeah, had the decency to speak. So I'm like,
now mind you, I didn't know who she was talking to because Roderick never speak to her. I know you weren't talking to me.
I never speak to her, the girl. Like,
so I was like,
irrelevant to me.
I asked her. What I said? Who you talking to?
Yeah, so my wife like, who you talking to? I'm talking to you since you ain't had a decent to speak.
I said, you ain't
like,
decent.
Lady, you not decent. Security! Security! We have a lady in this room. Man, I thought something wrong. I was scared like a motherfucker. What happened?
When she pressed the button, this is talking about, is somebody down on the list? The nurse say, what list?
The nurse like, it's not no list. It's no list.
What list?
So she slammed my daughter down like she finna come around. Like, if y'all see the space that they had, she didn't want to do shit. You know, she was just putting on the front. I don't know in front of who.
I don't know.
I don't know, because you ain't getting no brownie points from me for no bullshit like that. But anyway, she tried to make my wife leave. And
so I say, Roderick, I said,
my wife like, just stay.
She's like, she gotta go. She gotta go. I said, well, Roderick, like, go to stay. See your baby. I'm gonna go because my baby is in the car. You know what I'm saying? I gotta spend the time with the kids that I can spend the time with. Okay.
Nah, for sure.
So I'm about to leave. He like, nah, you gotta leave. I'm leaving. No, he said, you leave. I'm leaving. Yeah. You know, hindsight, could have pulled out the court order. Could have said, no, it's his weekend. You leave. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All this type of stuff. You're acting this way in front of this baby that's sick, that's been in the same onesie for 3 days, whose hair is not combed. Yeah. Like, it's just like, the list goes on and on. So it's already a messed up situation.
My daughter's in the same onesie for 3 days.
3 days.
Wet ass pamper.
You're worried about the wrong thing, sweetheart.
It's crazy.
I'm concerned with the baby, which is, you know, that's all I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about you. So You know, I did laugh at the chick. It was funny to me. It wasn't a funny situation, but it was almost like you couldn't do nothing but laugh. Because it was like a Karen, y'all. Like, she went ballistic. And I hadn't said a word. So you went crazy because I didn't talk to you?
Yeah.
You mad because I didn't speak to you. Now, mind you, what we didn't talk about is that she had been calling Roderick's mother in between all this, trying to keep, basically she didn't want me coming to the hospital, okay?
Yeah.
Saying it could only be two, making all kind of lies
crazy.
And rules. Her daughter was there. When she returned from when Roderick was watching the baby so that she could go home and shower, she returned with her daughter. Her daughter came, but then she wanted to talk about why the other girls could come. She had to get special permission from the nurse and all this stuff, right? Okay, so fine. Cool. Okay. So you had already been, so she calling Roger mama and saying, well, do you think you could set up a meeting with us, Miss Vicky, because I haven't been properly introduced to her. Y'all, I had just talked to this goofball for 90 minutes of my life that I can never get back. So what are you talking about we were properly introduced?
Why you think we need to be properly introduced to my wife?
Under normal circumstances, I'm totally okay with that because that's what adults would do, right? Like they would, you know, end the relationship, somebody else moves on, gets remarried, and then, you know, everybody can kumbaya. But it's not that situation, sweetheart. You have harassed me for 2 years. What makes you think it's gonna be a normal situation?
Yeah, but again, well, fuck about me, the nigga you talk to. I don't care. I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned with my daughter. Right, I'm concerned. I'm trying to create this bond that I've been fucking anxious to have with my daughter for now almost 2 years. So gotta give a fuck about who you talk to. Why you worried about my wife, bro? That's my wife. You should be worried about letting your daughter have a bond with her father that you never had with yours. You know what I mean? Like, you never had a father. So why would you want your daughter to grow up and go through the same shit that you went through? I feel like as a parent, if my kid go through anything that I went through, I feel as a parent. You know what I mean? I don't know what other people morals is, but that's just me. I'm a man.
Especially if you can control it. Why would you want to do that to your daughter?
Like, my daughter
what has been done to you?
My daughter done missed out on so much, man. God done blessed me tremendously, man, to be in a situation that I'm in for, like, first, a healthy marriage. Like, man, I got a healthy marriage, bro. Like, my life done elevated tremendously since I met this woman. So I want my daughter to experience a healthy situation in a household. Right. You know, I want my daughter to experience her father loving a woman how a woman's supposed to be loved. Her father being loved on how a man's supposed to be loved. I want her to experience that. And she don't care nothing about that. All she care about is keeping my daughter away from that. Like, and it's sad.
Specifically
like,
me, but only if I would have talked to you. If I would have spoke to you, everything's fine. So I'm not really the problem. You know that there's really not an issue with me. Your issue is that